everyone, it is Teacher Brett here. Hi. I got a ton of resumes and questions over the weekend about USKID. So I think I've gotten back to everybody. If I haven't gotten back to you and you've emailed me, feel to email again. But I wanted to make a quick video to talk about kind of what the application process is with USKID. They did make some changes last week. I'm not sure what all of those are going to entail as far as the hiring process goes, but I have confirmed with them kind of what they're looking for. So if you're filling out an application with USKID, what you will do is you will send a resume, or you might see it says CV. It's just a fancy word for resume. Your resume will be fine. What you want to do is make sure that you highlight teaching experience in U.S. public schools within, kind of recent experience within the last 5 years, and you want to make sure that you have a teaching certificate. So they are focusing their hiring efforts on people with an actual teaching certificate and who have actual teaching experience in the public schools in U.S. So if you have those things, what you'll want to do is make sure you highlight them on your resume. You can send me your resume. My email is down below. I will be happy to look over your resume. I'll let you know if you need to change anything or add anything so that it looks kind of what they're looking for. But you can send that to me and then I will forward it over to them. When they get your resume, they will take a look. If they're interested in moving forward with you, they'll contact you directly by email or Skype. So you want to make sure that you have your email and Skype name on there. It'll be really helpful if you go ahead and put your Skype name on your resume because during the hiring process, you will be using Skype for a few things. And we also use Skype once you get hired. You can contact tech support and people like that on Skype. So if you don't have Skype, you'll want to kind of set up an account. It's free, it's easy. But if you can put your Skype on your resume, that will help things out. If not, at least put your email address on there because they'll reach out to you through email. If they decide to move forward with you, it is a really, really easy, simple process. Easiest interview process that I've seen in all the companies so far. What they will do is they're going to send you an email that's going to have documents that include kind of what the company info is. And so you'll just want to read through those. It doesn't take long. Kind of talks about the company, who they are, what they do, hours, that sort of thing. They'll send that to you, and then they'll also send you a link to take a little quiz when you're done. They were redoing those documents, so they might have changed a little bit, but it's a really simple, quick kind of 10-question quiz or so about that you will take just to show that you've read through the materials. All the answers are right there. You can go back and look. Once they get your quiz and you've passed the quiz, they will invite you to do a kind of demo lesson, mock lesson, whatever you want to call it. They will send you a PowerPoint for a lesson that you will do. So what you'll want to do is you'll schedule a time with them. They have several options, so you'll want to pick an option. When I was doing it, the options were all kind of Beijing time, so it was later at night or early in the morning that you could do your interview. You will prepare your lesson, and you can go over, I'll make some more videos about kind of how what they're looking for in that interview, but it's going to be very similar to the other companies. High energy, props, extending questions, all this kind of stuff that you'll be used to if you work for any other companies. You will be asked a few kind of basic interview questions about what your experience is. Again, remember, you want to highlight your actual teaching experience, actual teaching certification in that interview because that is kind of what they are pushing for right now. And then they will let you teach the lessons. You'll be teaching to an adult who's pretending to be a student, a typical student you would see with them. So don't be intimidated by that. You just want to show them your personality, that you have high energy, that you can be engaging to the student, that you are using props, that you're using TPR, all of those great things to show that you would be a good teacher. And that's pretty much it. They didn't give a lot of feedback at that time. They kind of thank you, and you go on your way. And then if they decide to move forward or not, you'll get an email, and that email will kind of outline exactly how you did, how you scored on that sample classroom, and then it will let you know the next steps. So if they are moving forward with you, you will get a contract. You can review the contract and send the contract back to them. And then the only other last step before you can start teaching is they will set up a Skype call to kind of go over kind of like an orientation. So it was very brief. Mine took 15 minutes or so. If you have questions, yours might take longer, but they kind of go over again with you kind of what the company is, what they're looking for. They'll go over with you the results from your mock class. So if there's anything they think you need to work on some more for the actual classroom, they'll kind of let you know about that. Or if you did really well, they'll kind of let you know what areas you did well and give you some ideas, and then give you a chance to ask any questions. So it's a great time. If you do have any questions, you can get those out there. You're speaking with somebody, from the head office. So you can get your questions answered there as well. And then you're good to go. You can open your classrooms and get started. The other nice thing that they do is sometime after you take your first class, mine was about a week later or so, but they will set up another Skype call with you to go over kind of how your first couple of classes went. So again, they're kind of being, someone is watching you, kind of keeping track, making sure that you're not having any problems, and they'll set up that phone call with you. Again, not too long. They'll go over how your classes went, give you any tips and ideas, and so, like, for instance, the person who had watched mine had suggested using some kind of a clapper or sound maker or something to count out kind of like the syllables, like alligator, when I'm having the students repeat. So they'll give you some ideas like that. After your first class, you'll set up that Skype call, and again, it's a great time to ask any questions you might have. But other than that, that's the process. It is really simple. So if you are looking forward, if you do meet those qualifications that they're looking for now and you want to send me your resume, that'd be great. If you have any other questions about USKID, feel free to ask below. I do try and answer the comments as quickly as I can, or you can feel free to send me an email too if you don't want to put it in that comment section. I still am really loving USKID so far. The bookings have varied. So there was a holiday last week, so I only had 4 bookings last week, but I ended up closing out a bunch of slots because I decided I was just going to take some time off anyway. This week I already have 5 bookings for this week so far. But it definitely varies. Again, parents are the ones who are deciding. They're a new company, so it's a lot of new students who are just trying out trials, not a lot of repeat students. So I have a few students who are repeating, coming back, but a lot of it has been kind of new students who are trying out the program. So again, this is not necessarily the company you want to get into if you're looking for tons of bookings right away. That's why I say it's a great second option to have along with another company that's kind of more established. So you can be getting lots of bookings, but kind of get your foot in the door at a new company. Hopefully they will be growing soon, but it's a great time to kind of get your foot in the door, do a couple of bookings each week, see if it's the company for you, and then as they grow, hopefully you can kind of move more slots over to them if it's a company that you really like. Obviously, I really like the pay at USKID. I also really like the head office. It's been great communicating with them. They have been really awesome. Their Facebook group, the people running the Facebook groups are awesome. So that has all been great. So bookings is probably the only downfall now. Like I said, it varies. I had 17 one week, I had 4 one week. So it's been up and down. But for me, that's not an issue because what I can do is just open up short notice bookings over at VIP Kid. So I'll open up those short notice ones. Most of those will fill for me. So I've been working it out that way. Anyway, I hope you guys had a great day. I hope this kind of gave you a quick overview of that application process. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. And if you have not subscribed yet, go hit the subscribe button. Talk to you guys later. Goodbye.